Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of ODOGWU and
I'm ODOGWU.
And I'm I. In this episode, we are going to be sharing with you about our first major challenge in marriage. Yeah. So we've been married for 17 years by the mercies of God, and it's not been rosy all the while and all the way. There were times when it was really tough. Several things, not too many, but really tough. And those times where you just feel like, what is it? Is it by force? Did they tie me here? And then when we say things like for better, for worse, we should remove that statement from this. Well, we didn't make it. The pastor that wedded us, we didn't say it in yes. We didn't say for better, for worse. Some people say for better, for worse. It's for better, for better. We're not saying there will be no challenges here, but please, for better, for worse just makes you just expect plenty of trouble. So yeah, we were lucky, we're blessed. We didn't say for better, for worse. Yeah, but we actually had some really tough times. Now, if you're just getting here, we want you to like, to share, and to subscribe. You've been missing, but now that you're here, you're welcome. So, ODOGWU. You know, men are not really great at remembering things. So when we're having this conversation, like, what was our first major challenge? The man was like, first major challenge. I said, yes, there was, because I have record. No man can record.
Anyway, it's good that the woman likes to write everything and keep record. So it was good that there is no marriage that doesn't come with challenges, especially in the early stage of the marriage.
Yeah,
we had our own fair share of the challenge, but the important thing is for you to the ability to learn something out of those challenges are the key points. And then when you learn, make sure you apply it. And I usually like to tell, I say, whosoever hears this saying of mine and practice it, you'll be very happy with yourself. Now, why did I say it? The first major challenge that we had borders down on finance. Like I said earlier on, a man go and make money. When you make money, you will be very stable in your house. Now, the first major challenge we had was financial challenge. And why was it a challenge? It wasn't as if things were so bad that we could not feed, we could not take care of ourselves. But we didn't draw the line.
Boundaries.
There was no boundary that was set that this is the limit to which you will help your relative, your siblings, and the likes. And this is the limit you should not go beyond. So it gave us really tough time when we got into marriage. At that point, I didn't, people still call me and I was still giving out money the way I was giving.
Exactly.
Forgetting that I'm now in a marriage relationship. And so whatever decision I need to take that has to do with money, my wife has to be in agreement with that decision. So we struggled financially. So it made us not to be able to achieve what we are meant to achieve right early and right on time. We will have, if we had been more careful, prudent with finance then, I think by now we would have had a lot more investment than we have currently now.
Yes.
That we have on ground. So it's important for you as a man, when you are getting into marriage, know it that you're already leaving your family. And that's why the Bible says, for this cause you are leaving your father and your mother. You are joining to your wife. So, and once two of you are joined, whatever decision you need to take per time, especially when it relates to finance, both of you need to take it jointly.
Yeah.
That it's you that is making the bulk of the money doesn't give you that right to go ahead and spend the money the way you like it. Your wife must have a buy-in into how that money is being spent. If she says she is not in support of you spending the money on that particular project or course, it's better for the interest of peace and national security of the home.
Just leave it.
Perish that idea. If not, you will not have peace in the home. You will not have peace.
So I think for me, I think what happened was, like I said in the previous videos, and if you haven't watched those videos, you need to go back so that you can understand the basis for what we're saying today. I got married as a student. I was in my final year. So I just got married, got into ODOGWU's house, went for NYC, and then I started to have children. So I didn't really have a stable job, because either I'm pregnant, or I'm having a baby, or I'm nursing a baby, or then I'm pregnant again. I had my 3 children in 5 years. Story for another day. Don't worry about it. Okay, so I felt like, since I was not like I was not doing business, I was doing, small business, event management and stuff that I could do from home with the children, but I wasn't a major contributor to the finances. And so I felt, not like he told me, I on my own just felt like I shouldn't be involved in how you are spending your money, which was a mistake, and which is why we're sharing. It was when we met our counselor said, no, whether your funds is 0 or million, from 0, whether your fund is million or 0, the two of you must come together and decide like you both own it. So, but then we had wasted a lot of years had gone. So yeah, couples need to come together. Sometimes it's the woman that earns more than the man, okay? And that is not a crime. But what matters most is that both of you should come together and make those decisions. Now, when ODOGWU was speaking, he said we were not able to draw the line, right? So, when you come from a family that looks up to you, big brother and everything, it's good. Helping them is also good. However, there should be a boundary. There should be a plan. So we had those plans somewhere in our head. Now, a plan is not a plan until it's written down. I remember once we went to visit my pastor in Calabar, the pastor that wedded us, and he was just talking to us about our finances. And he said, do you have a record of how you spend your money? And we said no. And he looked at us and he was like, are you kidding me? We said, because we're not spending, like we don't waste money. You cannot hear, we always lived within our means. However, we were still struggling. So it was our pastor then that said, go, even if you spend 100 naira, write it down. Till today, ODOGWU, I'm the one that has not been very faithful in recording, but ODOGWU does not joke. Ask him what happened to the 500 naira of yesterday. He knows where it is. So that was how we started to take records. And in 3 months, we saw that it's not like we did not have money. It's just that our money
was going to where
was just not channeled rightly.
And
then somebody says the devil is attacking your finances.
There's no devil anywhere.
There's no devil anywhere. We were just not planning it well. We were not just setting boundaries. And so we had to just restructure what we were doing. And then things began to add up. Do you know that a little here, a little there, that is what is going to make up your family's empire? Yeah, then I think for me, another thing that where I struggled was I didn't have entrepreneurship skills. Please, let me just say it as it is. I love to do business, but there were some key skills that I needed that I did not have. ODOGWU asked me, so, sweetheart, can I see a record of the sales you've made and the people that I owe you? No record. I said, Mrs. Jumbo, she collected bag and shoes, she did not pay. Mr. Kenny, he was like, I don't understand. Where are your records? So I was just doing business. I was not keeping records. I would take a loan. I didn't buy Bone Street too. I didn't buy iPhone. I didn't buy designer shoes. But I was not keeping record. So entrepreneurship skills was one of the ways that, money leaked out from our general purse. Because now it was looking like he alone was just struggling. I was supposed to be helping, but I was not skilled enough. And so every couple, right? Don't say you're too young. Don't say, oh, my husband is the one that is good with it. Because that's what I used to say. I said, ODOGWU is the one that knows how to keep records. And then I was just, lackadaisical about it. And it really, really affected our joint purse. So yeah, both of you need to, don't look down on your finances. It's just 50K. Oh, it's just $1,000. Oh, it's just £500. No, it's not just. If you can put together the funds that you have, you will see that you will go a long way. But then, ODOGWU, what should we do to our siblings? What should we do to our friends? What should we do to people in church? Because even people in church too, they just see you have a car, you look comfortable. Sometimes it's packaging. You understand? I'm just trying to put body and soul together. And they just feel like, okay, I can carry all my problems and heap on this person. And for somebody like me that has a soft heart, I don't know how to say, I didn't know how to say no. So people are coming, neighbors are coming, friends are coming, everybody is just coming to you. What do we do?
Now,
suggestions.
I think one of the things that we did that helped us was having a budget.
Yeah.
It's important for you to have a budget.
Yes.
Every month, you must have, this is how much I'm to send to my parents, this is how much goes to my sibling, this is how much goes to my children, this is how much goes to running of the home. Until we started that, we never gained financial stability. What I did one day was just to come and give you the Excel sheet printed out and say
3 months.
3 months Excel. I can't forget that day. It marked a major turning point in our financial life. As soon as I brought that paper and gave to my wife to check through, by the time she finished, I said, so is there any t-shirt I bought or did I buy any shoe or bought another car? And she said no. So at that point we realized where the loopholes were, where the money were going into. So we now decided to now restructure our finances. How much, have a budget, how much goes to our parents monthly. Then she wasn't really earning money as such. So whatever comes to me is what we distribute. We decided how much goes to my mom, how much goes to my mother-in-law, how much goes to my father-in-law, how much can we help siblings, the limit of help they can get per month, how much goes to church, how much goes to offering, the remaining one goes to saving. Even if you come and you cry from today till tomorrow, I won't tell you where the money is. It's only when you know where the money is that you can access it. So once we are done with that, we are done. And that now helped us. We now started gathering money. We could be able to started building businesses. Until we made that decision, we never nothing changed. It was just like we are living from hand to mouth. You are making money and it seems as if you are not making money. Because somebody can meet you on the way. He has 100,000 naira problem. You have only 100,000 left in your account because you didn't have a budget. You didn't have a plan. You didn't have what to do with it. So you just give the person the 100,000. After all, sera. Tomorrow another one is going to come or salary is about to be paid. So once we made that decision and started apportioning money to different aspects of our expenditure, our finances started taking shape. And as it is now, it's on the rise. So you will not meet me with careless money.
There's no random money, miscellaneous.
All the money have address.
There is no miscellaneous. Sometimes
all my money has address. There is no miscellaneous. That this one, I don't know what I want to do with it. No, I know what I'll do with all the money that is coming.
And you know the funniest thing? There were some times that even when we needed money for the house, okay, and then the budget for that month was finished, ODOGWU will say, the Lord is your helper, you will wait till 31st of the month. So I got used to it. When anything is finished, we just wait. So there's a lot of discipline that is required. You need to be disciplined. That's the only way. There's no devil attacking your finances. There is none. It's just how we are spending. So I remember that one of those times, my children just came because they knew that ODOGWU will not agree. They came through the back door. Mom, they came with reasons, 1,001 reasons. ODOGWU said, if we give in, I know that it's important, but if we give in, these children will learn how to manipulate us. They will learn what to say and not to say. And we're also trying to teach them. And so even when we give them their money for school, and it gets finished, and our last daughter is very good at that. She has a very sweet tongue. She will come, she will call you some name, she will call you, she will, scope you, whine you. We say to her, girl, the term is not over. So they have learned in just about a year or two. She's just in second year in secondary school, and she already understands that no money is going to be given to you until the term is over. So this is not just about siblings, church members, friends. No, even with the children, they are already beginning to understand that that watch I bought, I was not supposed to buy it. You take responsibility for it, and we still love you, by the way. So yes, I really agree that budgeting is one of it. I think another thing for me is jointly deciding. I'm really a fan for togetherness. So yeah, ODOGWU is better in financial issues. But ODOGWU had one problem. Should I tell them? Shall I? Let me just tell them, because somebody will learn. Yes. ODOGWU knows how to do things, me, myself, and I. This is my record. This is my this is my that. He's just doing it on his own. And then I am here struggling. So he had to learn how to help me. Men are not really patient, right? Most men are not so patient. They just feel like, this is what you should do it, and that's it. But some of us women are, because it's not something we know, because it's not easy because it's not a skill, it's a struggle. So ODOGWU had to practically teach me. I told him, I said, this is master class. Assume that I'm a client and teach me like that. So I sit very humbly. Meanwhile, I'm a superstar, but when it comes to finances, I give ODOGWU his crown. I sit like this humbly and I learn. He helped me set up all the apps I needed. He holds me accountable. Recently, he was saying, I've not seen your records for September. Yes, I submit records. It's my funds, it's my company, it's my business, but I submit. So accountability is what I'm talking about. When you have your budget, the next thing is accountability. The year is coming to an end and my heart is already beating because we are going to have session. We are coming to a round table.
Account has to be audited.
Account has to be audited. Family account. So in as much as we say as women that your money is our money and my money is my money, we need to understand that accountability is the key to greatness in every aspect of your life, including finances. Including money. Women, there's a way we used to think, when you just see this cute bag, and you're supposed to be building a house, you're supposed to be saving up for your children's educational fund. There are things on the budget you just move to the side because of that mentality of my money is my money. And then you just go and then you just spend off. So you have to submit yourself to be accountable. I had to tell ODOGWU, hold me accountable, ask me, question me. And I remember when he was teaching me, he told me, yes, you get money from speaking engagement, you have a salary, you get money from your books, from your resources. By the way, I'm an author, okay? Yes, you get all that money, but even in that money, you still need to divide it. In fact, one day we should share our financial statement, a page, like the way it is done. The thing is in so many percentages that sometimes I have to read before I share the money. He says even if it is 20K, 20,000 naira, that's less than $50. He says you must still follow the percentage. So I spend in percentage. And if there is something that comes up that is really, really important, I get a salary advance. And it's not as if my salary is very plenty, ODOGWU. He's not, but he insists that I must be financially disciplined. And because I submitted myself to being accountable, I'm bound. And it has helped me. It has even helped me to become a better giver. Instead of giving randomly and with sentiment, I have a budget for giving. So I give from that budget. I'm not annoyed. Sometimes our giving turns to annoyance because you're giving under duress.
Under duress.
You didn't have, you borrowed.
Pressure.
you're giving all that pressure. So when you budget, when you're able to plan properly, you're able to give, and you're so happy. I remember once I needed to give to a particular family member. I just went to the budget. ODOGWU said, I had to give him his crown. I had to thank him specially, because if not that I was disciplined to save up that money, I would have been embarrassed, because it was a family issue. I would not have had, because I did not have. And then these days, who is borrowing anybody money?
It's difficult.
Nobody has any money, any spare money to give anybody. So we need to be wise. When your siblings, your friends come and you can't give, they should not worry. It's for their good. So that the day there is a really big need, you have somewhere to run to. So yeah, so these were the things that really, really helped us. And after 17 years, we can say that we can actually share these things, and they can actually help other marriages. We're helping our children. I'm helping my mentees. I mean, no mentee of mine will come around me and not have sense. Oh no, you must have sense. Because you're not too young. If I had learned these things early enough, I would have done better than...
You would have been a multi-billionaire.
By now.
By now.
But never too late. So the best time to start it is now. Okay, so
like she said, there are so many things that is involved, the nitty-gritty to getting these things done. And I believe in our subsequent videos, we'll be sharing point by point, stage by stage, how you need to do all these things, put them into practice. You see, the success secret of men is in their story.
Yeah.
You won't know how I got to a particular point until you check my record, how I was able to do it from stage 1 to stage 2. And everything in life is about principle. If you follow the principle, you are going to get the same results.
You will.
You will get to the same place. A lizard will not turn to crocodile in America. A lizard in Nigeria is a lizard in America. So what you just need is, what is the principle that this person followed, the step-by-step principle that we took to bring us to the point where we are.
Yeah.
If you follow those steps too in your finances as couples, you will arrive at the same destination, if not better than where we are currently.
Yeah.
So I will encourage you in the subsequent videos, just watch out. We'll be teaching you step by step how you need to do your budget, how you need to plan, how you need to keep your expenditure record, and how you need to cut down on waste when you are wasting. Because majority of the things that take away money from people is waste. Where you don't have, where you cut the line and say it's enough here. Everything you have miscellaneous. And how you need to even buy stock food for your house, how you need to buy meat, how you need to buy beverages. There are seasons, there are times when you need to do these things in order to save money for your family. For instance, I have beans that is stored up in containers that in the next 2 years, I don't think
we are not looking for beans. We are not looking for beans.
There's flooding everywhere.
Exactly.
There's flooding in Nasarawa, there's flooding in Kogi, there's flooding in Anambra, almost everywhere in the country. But if you have to do with beans, I'm secure for the next 2 years. So we'll be teaching you money step by step. And by that storage, I'm saving money. So now the beans is expensive in the market.
We're just chilling.
I'm not bothered about how much is sold in the market. Rice is expensive in the market. I'm not bothered because I have rice stored up. So we'll be teaching you step by step so that your marriage will truly work.
Yes, so thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, and don't forget to put to practice 1 or 2 things that you have learned from us. Remember that you can learn from anyone, and as long as you're able to do what you're hearing, you get great results. Remember to also put in the comment section your questions, your observations, whatever it is that you want to say. We're open to them, and then we'll mention them in the next edition. So see you at the next edition of ODOGWU and
ODOGWU
and I.